at speed. Madam Chairperson, none other than the only minister within the ministry of the presidency, our own Simona Brooms. Your Excellency, Mr. David Granger, President of the Cooperative Republic of Guyana. Listen, y'all, wherever y'all hear my president's name. Your Excellency, Mrs. Sandra Granger, our First Lady. Our own Mrs. Sita Nagamutu, wife of our dear Prime Minister, Mr. Moses Nagamutu. Mrs. Sita Ramjatan, wife of our President, our Prime Ministerial candidate, Mr. Kemraj Ramjatan, Ministers of Government, our brothers, my fellow Guyanese women, representing the hinterland, rural, urban and coastal regions of this lovely country, the Cooperative Republic of Guyana. God bless our country. Let me take this opportunity to salute and welcome you to the parade ground on this significant evening, Thursday, 27th February 2020. 4 days shy of the general and regional elections, sisters. This elections is scheduled for when? Like y'all know? Monday, March the 2nd. On that day, we, the women of Guyana, will make the choice, and we will mark the symbolic sexy X that will determine our fate and the future of all generations to come. Women of Guyana, we can all assemble here tonight in solidarity, thanks to the vision of our presidential candidate. You know the man, I know the man, all of we know the man, who from the moment he assumed office in 2015 demonstrated his commitment to the development of women in Guyana. We can stand here tonight with great pride, heads held high, because of his respect for women. The voice he has given us, irrespective of color, creed, or ethnicity, and his resolve to implement initiatives and interventions of all kinds to improve what? Our lives. He wants to maximize our potential and to empower us so that we could move forward together and backwards. All right. We have been given the opportunity, women, to emerge from the shadows. We are now visible in all spheres of society. We have been nurtured by him. We have been strengthened by him. For he has sought to give us the opportunity to build our capacity and to place us where we belong in leadership roles and in decision making. And my sisters before me mentioned some of those women, but I want to talk about some women who holds up this young man in front of us, right here. His name Winston. He's Winston 1. I speak of our permanent secretaries. Miss Abina Moore in the Ministry of the Presidency. Miss Suyinka Grogan in the Ministry of the Presidency. Miss Melissa Tucker Ministry of Social Cohesion. Miss Charlie Phoenix, Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Miss Delma Ned, Ministry of Agriculture. Miss Colette Adams, Ministry of Public Health. Miss Daniela McCalmont, Ministry of Public Security. Miss Lorraine Baird, Ministry of Social Protection. Miss Samantha Feedy, Ministry of Indigenous Peoples Affairs. Miss Karen Van Slightman Corbin, Ministry of Business. Miss Joylyn Nestor Burrows, Ministry of Legal Affairs. Women for soul. In our regional executive positions, we have Miss Jennifer Ferreira Dugal in Region 3, Miss Pauline Lucas in Region number 4, Miss Kim Williams Stevens in Region number 6, and in Region number 8, we have Miss Mitzi Campbell. Put your hands together for our President. And so, my dear women, I wish to invite you all to join me in song as we put behind us those lean days of pain, those days of fear and frustration, and recognize the strides women have made in this country. They have made it under the Granger-led administration. So women at the parade ground, let us raise our voice in unison. So long, bye-bye. So long, bye-bye. Goodbye to my pain and my sorrow. So long.
Everybody, come on, say it.
So long, bye-bye.
Say it.
So long, bye-bye.
Goodbye to my pain and my sorrow.
Goodbye to my pain and my sorrow.
Let's go.
So long, bye-bye.
Everybody in the building say so long.
So long, bye-bye. So long. It is David Granger team. Goodbye to my pain and my sorrow. So long, bye-bye. Okay. This has become my anthem. No more fear, no more pain. Now I am walking because I am free. No more picketing. Hazel, no more marching. Now we have improved access, restoration of security, and the money nice. Ladies, I don't know about you, but since 2015, when a certain man received an instrument, I didn't see the instrument being thrown behind his back. I'm talking about a certificate. Yes, a certificate. Man, we ain't talking about fake certificate. We're talking about real certificate. I have in my possession a few certificates. Certificates from the UWGG. Do you know what that means? Have you ever been there? Lord, forgive them for their life. You are presently, women, you are presently in the University of Women and Girls of Guyana. We have just established that right here. This is not the University of High Flock. This is the university at the parade ground in Georgetown, Guyana. And I want to tell you that in this university, many people spoke to me. And previously, they said to me, you know what? What has been done to women and girls? And I came to the university and I checked the records, and the records state that there is a certificate to be awarded to His Excellency President David Granger for reducing the sex trafficking trade, for bringing to justice the sex traffickers, and for increased efforts to identify and protect victims so that our young girls and women can go to school and be allowed to develop themselves so that they can contribute meaningfully to society. I am not going to get into the figures because our First Lady, she is cook and bottle washer in ensuring that her husband achieve that award. Put your hands together for her. And then I decided that I will continue to check the files of the University of Women and Girls of Guyana. And I found another award for His Excellency. And this award, women, you want to hear it? It is for reducing the proportion of children dropping out of secondary level schools. By more than 75%. What is even more remarkable and of note is that this dropout rate decreased tremendously, and we have seen a tremendous increase in the number of girls. Don't stop the progress. Hello, don't stop the progress.
Forward ever, backwards never.
And so, my sisters, we must never get weary yet. We must never get weary yet. We must never get weary following G. We must never get weary yet. Y'all tired? You sure? You want to hear about the next certificate they have for him? This certificate is awarded to His Excellency for restoration of the family unit. Families are much safer and live together. Don't stop the progress.
Forward ever, backwards never.
Now we need our families, ladies. I went a little further because I don't have to tell you, as I look around the records room of this university, I saw a lot of files. It said me, David G, and me. And so, you know, a fast just like the lady who be talking this afternoon. And I found another certificate. You want me to tell you? You sure? It said, this certificate is awarded to His Excellency for his kind and gracious gestures to families. Hold on, blowers. Let me read this one because there are a few women who came specially to this rally. This certificate is awarded to His Excellency President David Granger for his kind and gracious gestures to families through pardons to their mothers, sisters, friends, loved ones, and they got to spend their Christmas with their mother. Who did it, ladies? It was David. You remember there to find plenty, and Simone only gave me a couple minutes up there. Let me tell you quickly of the next one. The next one read, I didn't get to pull out all. I pulled out a few. The guard was coming. This one reads, certificate is awarded to His Excellency President David Granger for putting bread on the tables of our teachers and nurses. By increasing their salaries, teachers can now buy proper working shoes And nurses no longer have to rush home to wash the uniform and put it behind the refrigerator for work next day. At least every other day they can change a uniform. Big up the nurses and teachers and other workers. Just a few more. This other one is awarded to His Excellency for encouraging programs that you've heard of earlier from the other sisters for women, such as the Sustainable Livelihood and Entrepreneurial Development SLED, and Women of Worth, among many others. And let me just inform you that between 2017 and 2018, there were 2 cohorts. The first one, 3,038 women benefited from the HACE program. Do you know what? Do you know what? That program was also provided to girls. And I can tell you, of the lot, 1,347 girls benefited. So when you see them and they're strutting the stuff, it's because of who? David G. Comrades, I don't want no nice. This certificate, yes, y'all, when I hear the footsteps, I pull out 2 more. Hear this one. This one says, this certificate is awarded to His Excellency for making more health professionals available to provide quality care for people where they live. In 2017 to 2020, a total of 453 registered nurses, 150 midwives, 298 nursing assistants, and more than 500 community health workers were trained and deployed across the length and breadth of this country. David! And I want you to hear this one. Oh, Lord, I'm so proud of this one. Simona, hold me up there, girl. Y'all ready? Why y'all looking so serious? It says,
certificate is awarded to HE, President David Granger, for making our mother safe before giving her the pregnancy. Oh, so that's our maternity. Oh, the figures had gone down. Hold on, tell me one more
it's
thing.
reduced by 75%. Stand to your feet, women. Stand to your feet.
Forward ever, backwards never.
So long, bye-bye.
So long, bye-bye. So long, bye-bye. Come on, y'all, help me say it.
Goodbye to my pain and my sorrow.
So long.
So long.
So,
Come on, say it.
those of you who have a seat, take a seat. And those of you who are standing like me, stand strong. Because Volda would like to speak to you now. Not the minister. Volda would like to speak to you. Do you know her? All right. Hold on the horns. Put down the blow. Hold down the flags. And I'm asking you to give me your full attention. I'm asking you to give me your ear just for a moment. I speak of you and you and you and all of you here. And I speak also to those watching TV in TV land. I speak to you whether you're in Guyana or whether you're out of Guyana. I speak of us. I speak of the women of the vanguard of the Cooperative Republic of Guyana. Allow me to take this opportunity to remind you of that special element that God has given to each and every one of us. No, we are not different. We are special. I speak of our loving, tender, caring ways. I speak of that deep, inward feeling of tender love. Yes, women of the vanguard, I speak of each and every one of us who have gone through that patch in our lives when we feared for ourselves and our families. I speak of that patch in our lives when many of us lost our young sons, lost our fathers, lost our husbands, our brothers, our cousins, and our friends. I speak of that dark time. I speak of us not having enough to provide for our families. I speak of that time when the day after payday, it didn't seem as though we got pay at all because the bread basket still empty. I speak of the time when we threw half pint of rice into the pot and prayed that it would swell and fill the pot. I speak of that time when, because of the color of our skin or the texture of our hair or the place in which we lived, we could not get a job. Women and girls of the vanguard, do you hear me? I speak of that time when we got on our knees and we prayed for protection for our families, protection for our children, our villages, our communities. Buxton, Agricola, y'all know what I'm talking about. I speak of that time when all of us found ourselves in a temple, in a church or a mosque to ask God to stop the bloodshed in our country. Women of the vanguard, I speak of those times when women and girls, we wanted to laugh but could not laugh. I speak of those days when we felt depressed and we did not know how to shake it off. I speak of those days, sisters, when all we had were ourselves, the streets, a picket, and a placard. Yes, I speak of those days where we asked God to give us a president, a leader who cared about us, about all Guyana, irrespective of race, color, or creed. I fear no contradiction of all the things that I have said, because each and every one of us, we had that fear. We would not sleep until our children and our husband came into the house. We know those days. Linden, Barbies, Quarantine. Aha, we know those days. God answered our prayers. I said, God answered our prayers. Let me see some flag waving. can stand here and we can say with conviction and surety, so long, bye-bye. Let me hear you again. So long, bye-bye. Today we can come to this parade ground. Look at us, different shades of color from all over this beautiful country, standing together, working together to ensure that come Monday, they said it's not by might, nor is it by power, but it is by the women and girls of the vanguard. Return is the word. Tell your sister next to you. Sister Simone. Return. Let it sink in. Return. Because you know what? I speak it into the atmosphere. I said I speak it into the atmosphere. That David, Arthur, Granger will return as our president. We can do it. We can do it.
Yes, we can.
And we can do it if we work what? We gotta work hard, comrades. We gotta work hard. We ain't got nothing until everybody plays their X for David Arthur Granger. So, March the 2nd, 2020, University of Women and Girls, Guyana, we have an exam to write. That examination is to ensure that every person in our household, including ourselves, every person in our street, every person in our village, in our community, get out there and vote resoundingly for David Arthur Granger. So women, I am going to give you some tips for this examination. Don't tell the lecturers. On Sunday, we can prepare everything for the household. We can prep all the food and everything. We can take out everybody's clothes and everything. We can talk to who gonna look after who and everything. Huh? Well, y'all talk like the man here, now in the head. Good. Everything in place. Remember someone to look over the children. And you know what? On Monday morning, we find grace with God. We will get on our knees. This is the first thing we can do. Hello? Hello? We will get on our knees and we will speak to the Lord of Lords. Hello? And we will make our requests known. Hello? We will make our good. And then after that, you're heading out to the polls. Not you alone, you and everybody. Exams time. And then you got to go and do what? Bring in the others, ladies. Y'all ready for this exam? You sure you're gonna pass? Well, hear what I want to tell you. I ain't only want you pass. I want you pass with distinction. Can we do it? My sisters, forward ever. Allow me to wind up now by saying that to some of us, she's a mother. To some of us, she's the lady that we would like our daughters to look up to and our granddaughters. To some of us, we want to put her out there for the world to see that we have the best First Lady. Her name is Sandra Granger. And to some of us, he is a father. To some of us, he's a leader. To some of us, he's a savior. To some of us, he's the president that we always wanted. And for all of us, he is our next president of this beloved country. So may I ask that His Excellency, along with his wife, come forward to the stage, and I ask that the Vice Chancellor of the University of Women and Girls come up to the stage. Ladies, 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 stand to your feet.
All right.
So, Vice Chancellor, please bring them up a little closely. This is not high flock. We ain't doing nothing underneath. This is the parade ground, the University of Women and... All right. And I would like to introduce to you the Vice Chancellor of the University of Women and Girls. Put your hands together for Ms. Dawn Hastings Williams.
From the University of Women and Girls, this master's degree is awarded to Mistress Sandra Granger. And this is done in the fulfillment of the requirements of wife, mother, social worker, and women's advocate. Signed, listen up, signed by Chancellor Volda Lawrence. Also signed by Vice Chancellor Don Hastings Williams. Real certificates. Real certificates, my comrades. From the University of Women and Girls, a doctorate degree. Certificate is awarded to none other than His Excellency President David Arthur Granger. For your conscientious and committed support to women and girls in Guyana. Signed by both Chancellor and Vice Chancellor Volda Lawrence and Don Hastings Williams, dated 27th of February. Come on, comrades, wave the flag, make some noise.
So long, bye-bye.
So long, bye-bye. So long, bye-bye. Come on, y'all, help me say it.
Goodbye to my pain and my sorrow.
So long.
So long,
Y'all catch it, everybody. Come on, say it. So long. Everybody in the building right now, say it. So long. Goodbye to my pain and my sorrow.
goodbye to my pain and my sorrow.
Let's go.
So long,
One more time, everybody.
Thank you very much. My sisters, you know that everything that I have said to you, women and girls in the vanguard, that it is true, that we experience those things. And we know the change that we have had over these last few years. And let me tell you, we are not giving it up for anything. And that is why every woman leaving here will walk with the handbags, and it will carry the what? Palm and the palm and the palm and the at the top and the at the top and the. Well, let me tell you, let us get on and do this job. Put this man back in office and let progress continue.